Hey love bugs, it's me Nikki from Call Me Ruby. I pray you are having a fantastic day. Listen, do I have an encouraging word for you? The Lord just dropped something in my spirit. And listen, it's almost 12 o'clock midnight here, and I had to get it out while I was still fresh. So listen, y'all, listen. I had took my dog outside, and I was just standing out there in the yard admiring the beautiful leaves, the autumn leaves. It was such a beautiful landscape of leaves all over the ground. The trees were beautiful. I may insert a photo of how beautiful the colors were. And I was just, just in awe of God's beauty. And I just said, Lord, what do you want to say to your people? What are you saying today? And I immediately heard, tell my children, hold on. Restoration is here. And while it is super encouraging, and I felt that deep down in my spirit, I kind of started getting my own head a little bit and was like, God, I've been speaking on restoration and a harvest for months. Are you sure it's you? Are you sure that's what you want me to talk about? As if he don't know what he want me to talk about. I asked the Lord what he wanted to say. The nerve of me to say, or to even question if I should or not. Blessed be the name of the Lord. I say, okay, God, if it's you, confirm that it was you. So immediately after that, I go inside my sister's house, who I'm visiting for a little while, and I hear listening to a speaker, and y'all already know what this speaker was talking about. Restoration. God does not play. He does not play. So I said, you know what, Lord, you got it. I had barely sat down to begin to allow God to speak into this word more before things just came rushing in. He has a lot on his heart regarding you guys. Love bugs, God is wanting you to know to hold on. Restoration is here. He knows you've been seeing people around you seemingly getting blessed with so many things without the contending you've had to do in this season, without the things you had to go through, without the refining, without the wilderness season, without all these things that you have indeed found yourself in and coming out of. And you're like, God, why is it? Why is this the case? And God is saying, because you were chosen, my child. You were chosen because of your yes. You were chosen because I knew that I could trust in you to stay the course, to not jump ship, to allow me to do exactly what I need to do in you to get you to this new place. I knew you would allow me to, purge and cultivate and refine and do all the things that were necessary for this now. Your yes is what caused your course to be a little bit different than those who seemingly acquire things differently. Listen, God is saying, to whom much is given, much is required. And my child, he is giving you an abundance of things. The things he's been speaking to you in the secret place, the things he continues to confirm daily through several different avenues, is indeed upon you now. Restoration is here. Hold on, he's saying. Don't allow the enemy to cause you to drop out in this last leg. Don't allow him to cause you to be focused on what you see. No matter how contrary it looks to what God is saying, restoration is here. And God is saying he needs you to stay focused. And for a while, it was all about tunnel vision for me. I was just I wasn't letting anything get to me. I was focused on what God was saying, what God was doing, and nothing, I felt unstoppable. So some things just began to just come out of nowhere, you guys. I'm talking about just some little random things that will come to kind of cause me to just try and to get me to lose focus, to become worrisome about some things, what have you. And I heard in my spirit, Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. And immediately I thought about the song, of course, from the Rocky series, and God began to download things in regards to that. Yes, I want you to have the eye of the tiger. This is the eye of the tiger. Focus. Just like in the Rocky series, they played that song during a time where he was training, for his big fight. God is saying he has trained you. The wilderness has trained you. His teachings has trained you. His Rama has trained you. The things you had to come against has trained you. You are ready for game time. Eye of the tiger, stay in the fight. Keep allowing God to prepare you. God is saying, count it all joy because your course may have been a little longer. You took a different route. You took a route that may have been a little more bumpy, had a little more rocks, had a little more hills, had a little more valleys, what have you. But it is because you were chosen for your resilience. You were chosen for your strength. You were chosen for your love and dedication for the Father. And He knew He could trust you with the things He is causing to happen in your life now. He is bringing an abundance into your life, an abundance of so many things that you had to go this course to be able to maintain, to be able to be used in the capacity that He's desiring to use you in. Count it all joy. He knew that no matter what, and above all else, your stance was, for your glory, Lord God, I will do anything. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, yes, and behold you as my King. You were chosen because God's glory was your point of focus. It was always about the Father. It has always been about the Father. And that's why you were chosen. My child, even in the days where you thought you were an emotional wreck, even in the day that you didn't know your top from your bottom, even when you couldn't see God's plan or what He was doing, you continue to take it all to the Father, lay it at His feet, and allow Him to pour into you your portion for that day. Your portion of love, peace, strength, guidance, wisdom, whatever it was, you simply took it back to the Father and allow Him to be God in your life. And that is why He is telling you now, hold on. Restoration is here. Beloveds, even in those times, those emotional times, those times where you just didn't know what was happening, did God not always provide? Did God not always give you what you needed for that day? The instructions, the peace, the love, just an outpouring of whatever was needed. Did God not provide it? Did God not confirm over and over and over again the things He spoke to you about what was upcoming in your life? Did He not continue to confirm? It seems like whenever I would feel like, okay, God, I know you're doing this, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's like He would drop little nuggets, little surprises, or what have you, to remind you, I haven't forgotten. I see you. I understand. While I have you in this place of applying the finishing touches, I'll show you little things here and there to keep you moving, to keep you going, to allow you to know you're on the right track. God is saying you are on the right track. Trust Him. Trust that knowing in your spirit. Trust that feeling you have that you know that you are on the brink of something monumental. Y'all feel it? Y'all feel the shift. Y'all feel that excitement that you just can't quite put your finger on it, because you know God's going to come through. You know God's going to show up for you, because that's just God. He's not a man that He should lie. And He keeps confirming over and over and over again. While contending, God is showing you how strong you really are. God is showing you the things that you did not even know were within you. God is showing you His mighty hand. God is revealing so much in this place of, contending for that which He said, for continuing to pray and to trust and to follow the instructions that He's indeed dropping in your spirit. And guess what, you all? When it's all said and done, you will see that even in this place of contending and trusting and holding on, you now have the expertise and the skills to teach the next one to do so. It's not about us. God always has kingdom advancement in mind. It's not about just us and our breakthrough and all these things God has said. God indeed is all about our purpose, all about fulfilling His promises, all about, doing what He desires in us. But His vision is always focused on kingdom advancement. And he knows that when we are on the other side of this wilderness place, we are able to equip those who he puts in our path to do the same thing. God is saying, stay focused. Know it's game time. Know that this is a fixed fight. I have gone ahead of you, and it's already done. How different do we move when we know that it's a fixed fight? Don't you move different when you know God is already gone before you? Think of the ease that will occur if you really grasp that. You must simply walk it out. Simply trust him, listen, follow his instructions, and just know that's already done. The Father walks alongside of you, and he even carries you in the times you need to be carried. So fret not, you guys. Hold on. Restoration is here. The Father says, where I am leading you and where I have led many before you, you have been primed for. You were chosen for it. And now you're ready to go forth in my name and do exploits. Your testimony and what you have been contending for, my prophecies, my promises, whatever is here. And now, the things that I am causing to happen in your life, you will see that this strategic approach was necessary. Things fell into place exactly as they should. I had to ensure you were ready, my loved ones. I had to ensure you were ready to hold that which I am now giving unto you. Wealth will indeed be your portion, but not just wealth in itself, a longevity of wealth that will flow from generation to generation. All the promises that I've spoken unto you are now here. So go forth in my peace, loved ones. Go forth with the peace that truly passes all understanding. Hold on to my words that I have been quick to confirm to you. Hold on to that which we have built during this time of reestablishing you, rebirthing you, and placing you in your land of milk and honey. The time is now. For those who may find themselves in positions where they feel like, are lowly or, not places, situations that they would have chosen for themselves, listen, God is saying it was necessary. No matter how you found yourself in that situation, God foresaw it and already had a solution. And God is saying, because of your relationship with me, because of your stance to always desire to give me glory, to always put me first, I am causing you to rise to a position of authority, kingdom wealth. When people look at your story and where I brought you from, it is going to impact those for years and years to come. Look at those I chose to use in the biblical times. A lot of the ones that were chosen by God in the biblical times started off being unknown, not of high positions, but when God got finished with them, they were well known, and they're still being talked about to this day. David, a shepherd boy, tending to his sheep, defeated Goliath, became king. Joseph, sold by his brothers, left in a pit to die, rose to fame and prestige and riches and wealth in a country that wasn't even his own. There's so many people in the Bible that didn't start out, in positions of wealth or positions where they were well known, but God looked at them and saw that he could indeed receive their yes. Others may have overlooked them. Others may not have seen the good in them, the promise in them, the wealth in them, but God saw their yes. God saw that he could use that person. He could mold that person. He could purge that person. He could do whatever he needed to do to get their desired result, and that person would continue to trust him. And they wouldn't murmur, and they wouldn't jump ship, and they wouldn't tell God, throw their hands up and say, I'm done, this is too hard, God. So God is saying, you've chosen. You're chosen. Despise not your small beginnings. Despise not any situations where you feel like it's just being, it seems very unfortunate or uncomfortable. God is saying, restoration is here. You're recovering all and then some. And your life is going to unpack so many. It's going to be talked about for generations to come. So I love you guys so much. I hope this encouraged you to know that you were chosen. Restoration is here. Hold on to those words he's been speaking to you. Hold on to those confirmations. Hold on to those promises. Hold on to that relationship. Your relationship with God is key. Staying connected to him is everything. Because listen, I don't know what I would do without the ability to hear the voice of my Father, to be able to sit at his feet and receive his instructions, to be able to ask for his portion of love and peace and joy within each given day. You guys, relationship is everything. Spend time in his presence and allow him to show you what he needs to show you, to build you up on your most holy faith, to cause you to see beyond the natural and to see what he's speaking to you. When you start having those days where you're feeling kind of blah, you're not feeling so strong, you're not feeling so, faith-filled, you just remember that you are a chosen generation. You are royal. God sees you as royalty. Don't you dare hold your head down. Don't you let no little petty stuff or whatever it is get you off track. You are royalty. You belong to a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. Walk it out. Walk it out. 1 Peter 2:9 says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." You guys, you insert your name, say, "I, Nikki, is a royal priesthood, a chosen generation, a holy nation." Think about that. You look at yourself different when you realize that God chose you. Out of the billions of people in this world, you're one of the ones that God chose, his remnant, his chosen nation, to be used for him, to bring glory to his name. If that don't excite you, I don't know what else does. He has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. What a blessing it is to be in his marvelous light. That light that totally changes you from glory to glory, that creates in you a clean heart and a new spirit, that gives you the ability to forever be in right relationship with him. I thank you, Lord God, for the chance and the honor of being in your marvelous light. Whew, hallelujah, y'all. And it's almost midnight here, you guys, so I apologize. My voice is, whatever. But you guys, I had to get this message out while it was still, fresh on my mind, because I knew that tomorrow would be a day kind of full of a lot of different things. So we need to do what we can to allow God to do what he needs to do in us, get through our process so we can begin operating in that royal priesthood. We're all called to be priests. We're all called to advance God's kingdom, to use that which he put in us to show him, to show forth him, to be a light. In some shape, way, or form, we are all called to be priests in our own rights, in the abilities and the gifts and the talents that God has given us. Hold on. Restoration is here, chosen ones. I love you guys. Be blessed.